Today we're going to talk about a really simple but honestly powerful idea for those moments when you feel like you just can't go on. It's called the 1% rule. Think of it as a tool for finding your very next step when the road ahead just feels, well, impossible.
You know that feeling, right? It's that deep down exhaustion where your strength is just gone, and there's this quiet little voice inside that just whispers, stop. It happens to all of us when we're facing something that feels way too big. And in that exact moment, we often make one simple, very human mistake.
We stare at that peak, way off in the distance. Whether it's a huge project, a personal goal, or just a really hard time we have to get through. And when we do that, we feel the entire weight of the journey, all at once. I mean, of course we want to quit. Who wouldn't?
So, to really get this, let's follow the story of a climber who learned this lesson the hard way. His journey kind of shows us how our focus can be either our greatest enemy or our most powerful ally.
Okay, so picture this guy. Physically, he's totally capable. He's trained for this. But inside, well, inside he's carrying this long, private struggle that nobody else can see. And as he's clinging to this brutal rock face, higher than he's ever been, he makes that one crucial mistake. He looks up, all the way up to the distant summit.
And that right there, that's the trap. When you fix your eyes on the final destination, your mind just isn't built to carry that much weight. You feel every single hard step you've already taken and every impossible one that's still to come. It's too much. And this is when things really start to unravel. See, when the mind gets overwhelmed, the body is never far behind. His logical fear starts twisting and turning into this storm of pure panic. Just imagine the physical reality of this for a second. The very air he needs to survive now feels hostile. Every single breath is a struggle, and it's just adding to this growing sense of absolute dread. The fatigue he feels becomes this deafening shout in his ears. And the wind, it's not just a sound anymore. It feels like it's actively trying to peel him right off the stone. He feels completely and utterly alone against this monstrous mountain.
And that's the voice of defeat. It's that internal story that takes over when we focus on the entire mountain instead of the little piece of rock right in front of us. And in that moment, it feels like the absolute, undeniable truth.
This is the breaking point. His hands lock onto the ledge, and he cannot will them to move. Going up seems impossible, going down seems terrifying. He's trapped, just suspended there by his own fear. But right there, in that moment of complete paralysis, something shifts. A memory pops up, cutting through all that panic like a single clear bell in a storm. It's the voice of his old guide from years and years ago. Now, notice the question. It's not, can you make the climb? It's not, can you reach the top? It's just a simple, profound question focused only on the immediate now. Can you just exist for the next 60 seconds? And that's it. That is the 1% rule. It's the conscious decision to turn away from the overwhelming, terrifying future and to focus only on the smallest possible piece of the present.
So he tears his eyes away from the peak, and he just looks at the rock 6 inches above his fingers. That monstrous journey breaks down into a single, simple task. The goal becomes achievable because the goal has become small.
This tiny shift in focus completely transforms his journey. The mountain is no longer a single terrifying thing. It becomes something else entirely. So here's how you actually do it, broken down. It's a discipline, really. First, you deliberately look away from that huge, overwhelming end goal. Then, you shrink your world down to just the next minute. From there, you just identify one simple thing you can do. And then, you do it. You move one little stone. Just look at the difference here, side by side. The mountain view is paralyzing, right? It's all focused on a scary future. But the stone view, that's the 1% view, it's manageable because it lives entirely in the present moment and in the very next right action.
And with that shift, the crushing mental weight of the future just vanishes. The problem becomes small enough to actually solve. So he moves. His fingers find the crack. He pulls. He finds the next ledge for his boot. Stone by stone, breath by breath.
Okay, so let's bring this whole idea off the mountain and directly into your life, right now. Because, let's be real, we all have our own summits to face. Just take a second and think about it. What is that overwhelming thing in your life that makes you want to just stop? That project that feels too big, that grief that feels too heavy, or that dream that just feels way too far away? So here is the key idea I really hope you take with you. Whatever your challenge is, Try to reframe it. It's not one impossible thing. It is a collection of very small, manageable things.
Your only task is the next 1%. Not the whole book, just one page. Not fixing everything, just taking one deep breath. Not conquering the entire day, just getting through the next minute.
That's the rule. Just 1%. That is how you move when you feel like you have no strength left. One quiet stone at a time. Just focus on your next 60 seconds,